Next game, and the last game we're going to discuss here tonight, is the Knox Central Panthers hosting the Whitley County Colonels. Two Tri-County teams hooking up tonight in Barberville. Knox Central coming off two losses in a row. Harlan County, they went to Harlan County a couple weeks ago, lost that one 48-13. And then last week against Bell County, they lose 34-12 in a game that I thought really Knox Central should have handled, and won that game against Bell County. To me, the Panthers came out flat last week, and Bell County made them pay for it. But tonight, Knox Central gets the win against the Whitley County Colonels by the score of 46-27. I was in attendance at this one, Brad. A very fun game to watch, very entertaining. Kind of a sloppy game, but the offense is kind of made up for the sloppy play. A lot better game for Knox Central this week. I was kind of disappointed in their performance last week against Bell County, and a different Panther team come out tonight, and some real surprises in this game. Jonathan Gist, Panthers star running back, actually only had 2 carries in the first quarter, and at halftime he had his pads off, and he kept his shoulder pads off for the remainder of the second half, and actually did not play. But man, oh man, did Jacob Mills step up, sophomore running back. This kid come in Gist's absence and rushed the ball for 176 yards. He had an interception on defense. Just an outstanding performance, a way to step up for Jacob Mills. Congratulations to you and your teammates. Big win for the Panthers, getting back on the winning track after losing 2 in a row. Matthew Barger, a lot of quarterback controversy for the Panthers this year. You got freshman Casey Diamond, who a lot of people think is the future of the program. And then, of course, you got Matthew Barger. Matthew is one of the most athletic kids I've ever seen. He can really do it all. Tonight, Matthew had a big game. He threw the ball well. I think he had 3 passing touchdowns, and he rushed the ball for 154 yards and a touchdown. So big game for Matthew Barger. But to me, the big surprise was Jacob Mills coming in. Jonathan Gist, resting tonight. Not sure the injury, not sure the extent of it, but of course we wish him the best. But man, Jacob Mills, this kid, he runs like every play is his last run. Reminds me a little bit of Hayden Kennedy on the defensive side of the ball. Gives you 100% on every play, and you love seeing a kid like that. Seems like he runs downhill. Just an outstanding performance by him. Once again, the Panthers win this one 46-27. That improves the Panthers on the year to 4-2, and just a fun game to watch. Panthers turned over Whitley County quite a bit. They recovered 3 fumbles, picked them off twice. So, I thought the game would be a little bit closer. Whitley County, they're actually still winless on the year. They played a tough schedule as well, kind of like Southwestern. Their next game is at Perry County Central for the Colonels. That one's going to be in Hazard. Madison Southern has played Whitley this year, beat them. Whitley County played a Bell County team a couple weeks back and played them to a 21-14 loss. So close game there. Next up for the Knox Central Panthers will be Clay County. Excuse me. Knox Central will Clay County will come to Knox Central next week on the 4th and play the Panthers there. Clay County team who struggled this year as well. They're sitting at 2-4 overall for the year. But getting back to the Whitley County Clay County game. Whitley had some good drives. They ran the ball really well. They run the ball right at Central, and it paid off. 27 points for Whitley County. But the story of the game for me was the turnovers. Obviously, if you turn the ball over at any level, it's going to be hard to come away with a win. And the Panthers made them pay tonight for those turnovers. A lot of times turnovers sometimes will not, net any points for the other team. But tonight, Whitley County, I know on one play, they were driving the ball, Whitley County was. They fumbled the ball, Panthers recovered. Very next play, Jacob Mills scampered for 30-yard touchdown. So when that happens, it really takes the air out of the sails. And Panthers with a much-needed big win tonight, take it over Whitley County 46-27. What are your thoughts on that one, Brad?
My thoughts on this game are, I really thought this game would go in a different way. I thought Whitley County would get their first win tonight based on the way Knox Central played last week. I was not impressed with the way Knox Central played versus Bell County. They seemed sloppy. They just seemed to me they had no energy. They were, but they came out today a different ball team. They came to play. They felt like they were on the ropes a little bit. They'd lost 2 in a row. Didn't want to go to that third loss in a row. Unfortunately for Whitley County, they did come away with the loss tonight. This Knox Central team has really been more of a hot and cold kind of team. It's 1 minute they're on fire, they're looking great, and the next minute they're losing the ball and they're turning the ball over, silly mistakes. It's just confusion a lot of times on the field. It's just to me, I really thought Whitley County was going to win this game based on last week's performance. Coach Russell really got this team back in check this week. Like you said, they really stuck to Barger at the quarterback position. Didn't play Casey Diamond any tonight, which like we talked about last week, that was my main concern. One of my main concerns for this Knox Central squad is to get that quarterback position nailed down and to really decide on which way they're wanting to go with this football team. Whitley County, I think, I hope they get a win this season. Hate to see any team, especially with any kind of preparation that they put into it, go to a winless record. It's going to be tough, but especially with the injuries they have on that football team, a few key injuries. It's really hurting this team all the way around. So hopefully they can get this lined out and get a win in the column there for them. That way it's not a complete loss of a season. Injuries have really plagued a couple teams this year. Like you say, with Gist, Jonathan Gist, G-Man, out for unknown injury. We don't know at this time. And like I say, these injuries on the Colonel's team seem to be injuries are lurking right now.
They sure are. Kind of look like G-Man had a shoulder injury, but again, that's pure speculation on my behalf. I didn't get to talk to him or Coach Russell after the game, so not sure at all actually on that. Whitley County, you hate it for the seniors of the team, start the season 0-6, it's going to be their last. Most of them will be the last time they actually play organized football, in their life, for that matter, for these kids. It's not going on to the next level. The quarterback position at Knox Central, a lot of people wondering what's going on. Casey Diamond, there's no doubt this kid, he's a freshman. There's no doubt that he's going to be the future of the program. But, the question is going to be when. Casey took maybe 3 or 4 snaps tonight. Just Barger went out. He got shook up and went out. Took 3 or 4 snaps, did Casey Diamond. But, to me, the Panthers want to run like an option-style offense. And, Casey's obviously more stand-in-the-pocket type quarterback. Barger obviously gives them a little bit more versatility. What they want to run the option stuff. And tonight, they really, it played in their favor. Of course, there's those teams that can lock down the running game, and you need to throw on. You know, maybe that's where Diamond comes in. But like we talked about last week, it's easy for us to talk about it because we're not the coach. But all the respect in the world goes to these coaches, and they know what they're doing. As fans and as people who cover the game, it's easy to play Monday morning quarterback, if you will. But to me, they want to run more of a option style offense, and that's where Barger comes in. Casey's to me is more of a stand in the pocket and throw type quarterback. Not really built for an option style runner. He's a big kid, got a great body, good frame, and I think he'll be the future of the program. And it's just a matter of getting him comfortable in the offense, comfortable, in the system that Coach Russell, has in place up there at Knox Central. So good win for the Panthers tonight. They take it over Whitley County, 46-27. And that's going to wrap it up for us. I've been Anthony. You've been listening to WB Varsity's post-game wrap-up. Brad, go ahead and take us home.
Yeah, we'd like to thank our sponsors, CNS Grocery down in Gray, Kentucky here, Jamie Carr Repair and Remodel in Keevee, and we'd also like to thank Venture Cabs here in Corbin. Thank you guys for your support of WB Varsity and the high school athletes around here. Once again, we'd like to ask you guys, if you haven't already, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at WB Varsity, and for Facebook, just search WB Varsity. You'll find us there. I'd like to thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for letting us have a little bit of your time anyway. You guys enjoy what's left of your Friday evening, and enjoy the weekend.